All right, we're here talking about Backwoods Smokers. I'm Malcom Reed, How to Barbecue Right. This is my buddy Mark Lambert, Sweet Swine O Mine Distributing. This first model we're talking about here is the Backwoods Chubby. Now, it's primarily built for a residential cooker. A lot of people use them in competitions. They make great cookers. The cool thing about the Chubby is it's the smallest model in their line, but it's real portable. I mean, two people, it's got handles on it. There's only two models of a Backwoods that has these handles on the sides, and it makes it for easier lifting. Two guys can get on this and set it up. We've got it sitting up on a table. It probably weighs, I don't know, a little over 100 pounds, something like that. It's not, it's not too bad. One thing Backwoods did with their new models is they started powder coating everything, and and Mark can tell you this is a indestructible outer coating that they've started putting on these cookers, and they're really nice.
One thing besides just the powder coating, under the powder coating, rather than just being regular carbon steel that's susceptible to corrosion, it's made out of galvanized coating annealed to the metal, which makes it a lot more corrosion resistant.
And it's not going to flake off. The Backwoods cookers are water smokers if you're not familiar with them. But what a water smoker is, it is separated, the cooking chamber is separated from the fire chamber. And you can see it has a water pan in it. These models have 4 racks with different guides where you can configure it any way you want. But this is what makes the Backwoods unique, is their water pan. And what the water does, it provides a moist cooking environment for when you're smoking or cooking inside a Backwoods smoker. You can put water in it, you can put juices in it, you can put beer in it, whatever you like. But the whole concept is, as the heat heats this cooker up, the water steams and it provides moisture, and it helps you control temps. You get longer burn times on a water cooker, and your product stays moist throughout the whole cook.
And one other thing that it does that most people don't understand is the natural maximum temperature of water is 212 degrees. So the water is also a temperature controlling device within this cooker. Since it's a water smoker, it's designed to use water. It's designed around the maximum temperature of water, which is 212. So it provides this huge 212 degree heat sink as well, so that if your temperatures fluctuate, fall down, or rise too high, this will suck up the excess BTUs and keep a lot more stable cooking temperature throughout the process, rather than spikes and sags throughout the cooking process.
It actually acts as a big heat sink to control temp, and that's the main function. Besides moisture, controlling temp is the other main benefit of cooking with a water cooker. Now, you notice these cookers have a good size rack.
The Chubbies are 15.5 by 16.5.
15.5 by 16.5. You can get 4 butts on this. How many slabs of ribs? 12 slabs of ribs on it?
12 slabs of loin-back ribs. You could probably get closer to around 8 slabs of large, like they're 3 pounds plus on a St. Louis cut. If they're smaller, you can probably still get 12 slabs of spare ribs.
The fire is designed to go in this fire pan. You'll see it's been raised up so the coals fall through to where you don't get a buildup of ash on it. It has this pan to keep everything clean, to keep your ash off the bottom of the cooker, and it's as simple as bringing it out, building your fire, and putting it back in. Also, these smokers have an optional accessory, this heat diverter. And what this heat diverter is it spreads out the intensity of the fire, and it just radiates a good constant temperature.
This little air buffer you see here, it's about 3/4 of an inch. It gives you an air gap between the direct fire from the firebox and the bottom of the water pan. So in essence, what it does is it keeps the water from ever coming to a rolling boil, which keeps your water from prematurely evaporating faster than your fire will last.
Now, the airflow on these cookers are controlled by side vents. The unique design of this Backwoods is it's a kind of a dual wall chambered smoker. So as the heat comes up, it actually rolls up through the walls. It doesn't come right in through the fire pan. It's channeled to where it goes through the walls and comes back in, and you create airflow by these top vents. And the unique thing about it is, as you open these and let how much ever air in, you can control the draft pressure with this top vent.
And what he means by double walled is this is an insulated outer wall, 1 inch of insulation, and then this is a double wall chamber. So all your heat and smoke goes into this double wall and gives you radiant heat from the sides and the back. And if you look at the very top, there's a small gap in the very top of the wall in the back that everything enters the cooking chamber and then has to flow to the bottom before it can exit that series of holes, which is this internal chimney.
That creates your draft for the whole cooker. and that's unique to Backwoods right there. But also, being that it's insulated in double walls, these things, you can lay your hand on them when they're fired up. If you're cooking at 275 degrees, it's as cool as this where you can lay your hand on it. You don't have to worry about losing heat in a Backwoods. Outside temperature is not going to affect the way this thing cooks because it's so well insulated.
The only time this thing actually gets hot to the touch is when it's in direct sunlight.
So that's pretty much the Chubby model. We're going to do some more videos on the other models. If you want to contact us, you can get through our website, howtobarbecueright.com or killerhogs.com. Mark also has Sweet Swine O Mine Distributing, ssomd.com. Feel free to contact us with any questions, or we'd be glad to talk to you about Backwoods.